You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by Xerox in 4 parts without commercial interruptions. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Spyro Agnew to eat hog maws confiscated from a Harlem sanctuary. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by the Schaefer Award Theater and will not star Natalie Woods and Steve McQueen or Bullwinkle and Julia. The revolution will not give your mouth sex appeal. The revolution will not get rid of the nubs. The revolution will not make you look 5 pounds thinner because the revolution will not be televised, brother. There will be no pictures of you and Willie Mae pushing that shopping cart down the block on the dead run or trying to slide that color TV into a stolen ambulance. NBC will not be able to predict the winner at 8:32 on report from 29 districts. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of Whitney Young being run out of Harlem on a rail with a brand new process. There will be no slow motion or still lights of Roy Wilkins strolling through Watts in a red, black, and green liberation jumpsuit that he has been saving for just the proper occasion. Green Acres, Beverly Hillbillies, and Hooterville Junction will no longer be so damn relevant, and women will not care if Dick finally got down with Jane on Search for Tomorrow, because black people will be in the street looking for a brighter day. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no highlights on the 11 o'clock news and no pictures of Harry armed women liberationists and Jackie Onassis blowing her nose. The theme song will not be written by Jim Webb or Francis Scott Key, nor sung by Glenn Campbell, Tom Jones, Johnny Cash, Engelbert Humperdinck, or The Rare Earth. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be right back after a message about a white tornado, white lightning, or white people. You will not have to worry about a dove in your bedroom, the tiger in your tank, or the giant in your toilet bowl. The revolution will not go better with Coke. The revolution will not fight germs that may cause bad breath. The revolution will put you in the driver's seat. The revolution will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will be live.
I'm talking about Shawty going crazy. People going crazy in them motherfuckers. Run that shit back, man.
But it means nothing. Nothing. Got a woman on the bed. Man made the car. Carry the heavy load. Man made the electrolyte to kick us out of the dark. Man made the boat for the water like the 7-millimeter. Man thinks about a little bit of baby girl and a baby boy. Make them happy because man make them talk. But after man make everything we can, do you know that man makes money? To buy from other men. This is a man's world.
Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced in conjunction with the Front Line Blacc News. And I'm your host, Chés Inconjunction. We're joined with our other host, Shabaka Shankori, our West Coast correspondent, who the show is named after. And our sister, Hatshepsut, who is tapping in from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Greetings.
Greetings, brother. How are you today?
And on this I'm okay, Sister Hatshepsut. Lady Chés in the hospital, though. She just had some serious surgery. So,
yes, sir. I've been praying for her. Yes.
Thank you. And on this yes, ma'am. And on the season 10, episode 8 of Grand Rising with Shabaka and the Chés, in conjunction with the Frontline Blacc News, we'll be discussing these crazy political times under the new dump, aka Trump regime. And we will continue to crumb bum on Elon Musk, aka the Musty Man, and other
Stinky Bird.
Or Stinky Bird, and other tethers like Joyless Reid, who just lost her job at NBC or lost her show on MSNBC, and Roly Poly Martin, who's been dying and begging to get a show back on CNN, Caucasian Nazi Network. And also we will discuss the latest on the actor Gene Heccman's mysterious murder of him, his wife, and dog.
Yeah, that case is tainted.
Yes, sir.
Yes, because
make sure y'all like and subscribe to the Frontline Blacc News. All right, go ahead, Shabaka.
Yes, sir. Okay, updates that I've been getting on Gene Heccman, who died in New Mexico. Okay, the law enforcement officials are suspecting foul play because Heccman was like 95. Hey, twin, hey, right on 285. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Much respect. Okay, based off of reports that I got, they are suspecting foul play, but they are saying because Heccman was 95, his wife was 63, both dead, and the dog is dead. Yeah, somebody went on and knocked off Heccman, his old lady, and the dog. You know what I'm saying? Dog, most loyal creature on earth, man. You know what I'm saying? And whatnot. So that's down there in New Mexico, okay, which is due south of Colorado, you're saying. So we'll keep that going on. And then, of course, as we do know in the last 10 years.
They killed the dog too, twin.
Yeah, got the hound, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they sure did. They sure did.
Yeah. And then, of course, they go in threes, Chris Jasper, Roberta Flack, and Iceman, Jerry Butler from Chicago. So the crew is with us. You definitely know who Jerry Butler is, the Iceman, and whatnot. So that's just going on, folks, is that my generation is dying out, off the law of biophysics, okay? So got to pass on.
You ain't going nowhere, Shabaka. You gonna be here. You gonna see all this in your twilight years.
Yes, sir. And then too, out here in Sin City, everybody is here. It's crispy this morning out here. And then I think we're gonna start creeping up this week. Then the temperature is gonna drop again. And then I think after the temperature
on a roller
drops,
coaster with the temperature too, Shabaka. Like I said, it was like 70-something degrees to start the week. Then in the middle of the week, it dropped to like 40-something. Then it shot right back up to like 60-something. I think it's gonna be 60-something today. So yeah,
and currently here is 57 degrees and sunny. So it's it's
we just 2 degrees behind you. It's 55 and sunny.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're going to probably get up to about 75 today. Then looking at these weather reports, then it's going to drop again. Then I would imagine after the vernal equinox is that it's going to, creep on with the summer. And then
hitting them 90s here shortly.
Oh, yeah. And so therefore, for you white folk out there that say that we're all the same, come join me out here in a couple of months, and you got to leave your sunscreen.
Yeah, make sure you go in June, July, or August.
Yeah. Better yet, the summer solstice, which is June
21st or 20th.
Yeah, it's either the 20th or the 21st, you know what I'm saying? It fluctuates, you know what I mean? Because this is a leap year. And come sit out here in the sun with me, right by the Las Vegas sun.
In Houston. Twin said it's 75.
Oh, yeah.
Houston in the forecast is 75.
And by the way, Twin, man, enlighten us, man, what's happening down there, man, with the measles, man, is because I'm seeing that they got these, what is it, 421 cases of the measles, and last week it was only like 10, you see?
And one then, of course, a young child just passed away, Shabaka.
That's always a shame when a child dies. Yeah, but even still, it's a child.
He wasn't vaccinated.
Wasn't vaccinated. So therefore, I quit eating eggs altogether. You know what I'm saying? Okay, is responsible out of the new Brussels. Okay, Twin. Okay, could you specify, please? New Brunsfelds. What's Brunsfelds, Twin?
I think that's something European. Like it's either a city or something in Europe. Because you got New York, which is New Amsterdam.
Oh yeah. New Orleans after Orleans, France, and whatnot. Okay. So therefore,
that's the town. Oh, it's just outside of I know what he's talking about now. He's talking about outside of San Antonio. New Braunfels,
Texas
is a suburb of San Antonio, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. The source of the measles is a Texas city. Okay, Twin. Thank you for letting us know what's happening down there with Governor Bud. Yeah. And so therefore, ladies and gentlemen, Buck says it's a gas station. Okay, well, I'm worried about our people. I don't care about them raping, slave trading, castrating white folk down there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, these are the ones that are supposedly brown and they get to stick around, but they understand racism, so they know that.
Yes, sir.
You got to get the hell back.
And then keep in mind them Texas slave patrols. Them patty rollers and policy enforcers. They were the most vicious. You know what I'm saying? Down there in Great State, Texas,
like we got the ones that's black. That's only when it's only convenient. These are the ones that are brown when it's convenient. Any other time, they're Bronco, lily white on everything, on all their paperwork, on all their documents, everything.
Yeah, urban cowboys and shit, riding mechanical bulls and all that old kind of crazy crap. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, Houston, Texas. That there's where former heavyweight champion George Foreman is from. You know what I mean? Down there in Great State, Texas. You know what I mean? And whatnot. Been through the great state.
The dopest rappers, dopest MCs of all time is from Shabaka and Sister Hesepsu. His name is K Reno.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I've heard of K Reno. I always was calling him K Rhino, but it's Reno. Okay.
Yeah. All righty. Can't forget Scarface, the great Scarface. He's also hailing from H-Town.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of Black history there, and Black history is 24/7, 365 a week.
And 366 in a leap year.
Yes, sir. And it started at the beginning of time, and it will be here until the end of time. You say also, too, people, watch out for tethers calling on your cell phone from Burkina Faso.
And it's also, sorry, Shabaka, it's also my OG's birthday. He's from H-Town as well. So shout out to him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, happy solar return to the brother. Yeah, happy solar return to the brother. You know what I'm saying? So what's on your mind this morning, Sister Hesepsu?
Yes, let's hear from the sister.
Well, from what I've seen on the news this week, it's my understanding that the gentleman, I don't know him by name, but the gentleman that was an actor that passed away, it looks like from the sound of everything, because everybody was dead at the same time and dead when they found them. I think it was foul play or carbon
Right.
monoxide. If somebody went up in there and did something. And then two, with the Elon Musk thing and Trump, I don't like how they're firing just everybody. You know what I'm saying? But in a way, it's kind of bad. In a way, it's kind of good because if they fired over 1 million people, that means you're going to have a whole bunch of homeless people, and it's not fair to them.
Yeah.
And
Right.
also,
They're
in a
taking
way, it's kind of
vouchers,
good.
too.
Yeah, and in a way, it's kind of good though because it's forcing us to do for self.
It is
Right.
forcing us to do for self. That's right. And also, I would like to add they had taken 16,000 housing vouchers from people down in
Okay.
Texas.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
they
these
also
Moving housing vouchers.
canceled a certain percentage, a large percentage of scholarships. I think all of them, if I'm not mistaken, of scholarships for Black colleges. Sure
Mm.
did.
Oh.
Yep, they canceled all of them. Got
Oh.
rid of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Initially,
then
we go
not
all Shabaka, but then when we break it down, a lot of our FBAs weren't even benefiting from those scholarships. They were going to tethers, unfortunately, and
yeah.
foreign.
Yeah. And then to find out about the HBCUs as well too, is that do you know that them HBCUs was allowing white folks to go in there to quote unquote prevent reverse discrimination? You right on 10, no tether zone.
That's supposed
And
to be
then
the opposite of affirmative action for them. They
yeah,
supposed to have
now
access to our institutions, but we bed
yes,
not
sir.
attempt to have access to theirs.
Exactly. And then even Uncle Phil Scott was talking about, well, what's up with the HBCUs and why they ain't documenting all
What's
this
up
old
with
type
them?
of stuff.
I'm gonna tell you right now what's up with them, Shabaka. They have
Yes.
become coon and tether factories.
Okay. All righty. And then this is why they denounced the African or Culinian heritage. You see what I mean? Is because I've watched the narrative change, about 3 times in the last 50 years, but that is going to be the subject of another show.
Yeah, we should do
Because
that
I
on
got
Tuesday, Shabaka.
yeah,
Like the progression of Black empowerment for over the past 50 years.
Yes, sir. And then, of course, and I'm seeing
Or
these aspects.
regression. Because you can look at it.
No, that's exactly what it is. Moving backwards. Right, moving backwards. And then on top of it is, I'm going to have some other comments on it and get the data to support it, from the generation that I came up in that they're trying to eliminate. And this is why, as Dr. Wilson had put down, that Kissinger and Nixon had laid this long-term plan, for our demise. You see, white folk plan long-term for their effects. You see what I'm saying? We can't even plan for ourselves for next week. You see what I mean?
Right.
And dudes is going around here putting on dresses with beards and stuff like that. And, talking about that this is progress. This is why we created the hashtag resurrection of the mental dead. And it's a Facebook.
They just completely hijacked woke and made it synonymous with that shit.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what it is. It's a bunch of excrement. You know what I'm saying? Cow dung, horse manure, garbage, filth, disease, unsanitation. You see what I mean? And I would sit up here and I would debate with any of these clowns if they got the juice or the balls, excuse the expression.
They still ain't take us up on the bet, Shabaka. We still waiting on them to produce their own menstrual cycle.
Yeah, exactly. And so far, we haven't had no takers. And I think we had $50 on the line, man, about for the last 3-4 years. Yes, and Twain, and it is flat out sick.
You got up to like 200, and it was supposed to be times by 10, so they were supposed to owe us 2 racks.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that part right there. You see what I'm saying? But however, it's too much like right. You see what I mean? And everybody, wants to be stuck on this stupidity. But guess what, people? Getting back to Mohandas K. Gandhi. I watched part of the film last night, Gandhi, and
Ain't
Gandhi had
Mahatma,
made,
ain't nothing
yeah.
Mahatma about him. Mahatma means great man. And I learned
Oh,
that
I
from
see.
Grover City before he passed away in the
Oh,
hidden
okay.
places.
Oh, okay.
I had
All
the
right, great.
opportunity to meet him before he transitioned. But
Yes,
yeah,
sir. And
that means
then
great
keep in
one. He was
mind,
not a great man. He was an evil, racist,
yes, sir. He
East
Yeah,
was.
he
Indian.
was. He was racist. He
Yeah.
was.
And then he made the statement that poverty is the worst form of violence. Okay. So, which means is they commit poverty
When he
on
literally
us.
comes from a shithole nation where like majority of the population is poor as shit,
Mhm.
slumdog millionaire.
Yeah,
They try to
exactly.
throw you that in that. And yeah, that's
Oh,
not
yeah.
never been no place I wanted to visit or live in. Hell no,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
you live in a complete sewer. These people literally shit and
Exactly.
piss, leave their excrement all out in the middle of the street in the river. The whole
Yeah.
river is toxic because they shitting and pissing in the river.
Oh my God. And then also too, here's something I want to mention. I had a very, very exhilarating experience yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. I'm
But
sitting in my vehicle, which is left of it, okay. A dude from Dubai. Hey, that's Assalamu alaikum, my brother. No offense to your sister headset shoot, okay. This is
Yes.
someone who was violating your faith, okay, who comes up to me and says, man, I'm broke. I have no money, man. I got kids to feed. Driving in a nice car, coming up to me with this hook gold. And
that's
I'm
a
sitting up here
blunt.
laughing at this trick. I says, look, man. He said, what is your name? What is their name? I said, Shabaka Sankora. Oh, that's Assalamu alaikum, Shabaka. My brother, you know what I'm saying? I got this gold, I need all this money, blah, 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 blah. And I says, man, you from Dubai? Yeah, man, from Dubai. I says, do you know that Dubai, man, is the boxing capital of the world, and His Majesty, the monarch that they have over there, I forgot his name, but they pulled all of the boxing out of Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, fuck
and the
out my
U.S.
face,
And they,
man. That's
yeah,
the
and they
reaction
take
I
them,
gave. I was
yeah,
like, oh,
oh, yeah.
like this dude rolled up with his kids in the car, wife and kids in the car, talking about I got this jury, but assalamu alaikum, brother, and all that. The same stuff Shabaka is describing.
Yeah, and it's straight hooks. And what I mean by hooks is that when I was in South Central in the 70s, Negroes used to go out there and sell this fake gold, but it ain't nothing but painted lead, because you can look at gold and feel gold and whatnot. Now, everybody's going to get a good laugh on this one. Hopefully, Sister Akshita could chime in. Okay,
Did
you
you get the
heard
link
of...
out to her?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay.
Yes, sir, I
And
did.
Yang is supposed to be joining us as well.
Okay, all righty. So therefore, man, I go down there on Las Vegas Boulevard, and guess where I go, folks? To Pawn Stars. Yeah, Rick, Chumley, the old man.
Where is
I
it
came
for
across.
the viewers to know where is it located now on the strip?
Okay, you go straight down there on the strip, and it's like around by First Street, and it's very, very near the mall of where Fremont Street is. And you see me do some live feeds from Fremont Street, after I lost a couple of dollars, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. So therefore, I go in there and I said, hey, man, is Rick in? Nope. I said, it's Chumley in. They say, nope. I said, I got this $2 bill that was printed in 1976. So they're going to tell me, well, sir, it's worth $2. Go ahead and spend it, because the $2 that we want are the ones printed in the late 1890s, So I says, hey, man, can I do a live feed from in here? They said, absolutely not. Okay, I ain't mad at you, man.
I would have still did that shit. I just would have hit my shit. Like, nah,
No, but I wasn't going to do that to him, Brother Che, because I'm not familiar with the laws of the great state of Nevada when it comes
but
to
I'm
stuff.
the press, because you are technically the press.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So,
like
but I'm working out.
black people in your fine establishment here.
Yeah, exactly. You see, so therefore, so what I'm going to do, look for my live feed probably before the weekend is up. I'm going to do it from across the street and just walk down there and what have you. That is, if they don't come to me with this crap that they did and shut the feed, well, that's copyright music. So, of course, we put our disclaimer up there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The language will be colorful. You know what I mean, and whatnot. You see, then I want to go over there by the Sphere. I found the Sphere, okay, and got to get over there and figure out a way to park over there because here, boy, they want to charge you for everything. Next thing you know, they just gonna want to charge you for standing out here in this Nevada heat. You know what I mean?
When you get out there, I can ask them how much it costs to display something up there.
In Las Vegas, you got to get 3 business license permits. You cannot display or sell anything by that Las Vegas sign. It's because I was researching the venture, so, you're going to have to go talk to a property owner or what have you. You see what I'm saying, to get their permission. But, this is Vegas. Everybody's here. Jimmy 2 times, Frankie Cabonis, all the good fellas. You know what I'm saying? And this place is built on one thing and one thing only, people. And it's called MONEY. Money, 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 and more money. Yes, ma'am.
Can I say something? Do you
Yes,
think
ma'am.
that's why? Do you think that's why Elon Musk and Trump are doing what they're doing for the money? Or do you think
absolutely.
want to practice enslavement again, or both?
Probably
yes,
both.
ma'am. Absolutely.
I mean, they both come from that ilk.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, they do. And then I'm making it publicly be known is that Elon Musk is not an African. He is a Boer. He is Dutch. And
he's
if
not
you hear
African
this,
American. He's not an African.
No.
He's not African American.
No, he's not foundational Black American either.
To name his son Little X.
Yeah.
That is an insult to the memory
code. He named his son a
computer
code.
Yeah. He's a little brat is what he is.
He's a little
you see what I mean?
He's a little stinker.
Little stinky bird. Yeah. You see, little stink, All right. So therefore, he goes up there, tells the dumpster to shut up. You know what I'm saying? And then if any of you politicians in the U.S. Congress had any type of sense of decency, you will start the impeachment proceedings tomorrow. Right. But you're not. You see, that's why I tore my voter registration card. Vote for you for what? You got to pay me. I'm disabled.
Don't pay me now.
I'm 65. Okay, you got to pay me. Okay, and then if Crew was with us, we know how Chicago politics works. You know what I'm saying? They have certain traditions there, and as you know well too.
32.
Yeah, earlier than that. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then of course you know
Democrat since 1932.
Yeah, exactly. Just vote Democrat. Just vote Democrat. And Eric Adams, you bald-headed shiny genie. You know what I'm saying?
Big
you
E
sell out.
He just went against the Democrats. Big E. That's Big E. Not guilty. You got to feel me. Shout out to Brother Rob.
Okay. Okay, talking about Eric Adams. Okay. Yeah. Well, might be hope for him yet, because keep in mind, and inside of every Yassa boss,
remember he went against the grain. Yeah, there's a nigga that's waiting to come out, and the nigga has come out. Big E has made his presence known, and he's standing on his Twitter against the Democrats.
Okay, all righty, okay, yeah. And later for the Democrats, later for Kamala Harris, and by the way, Kamala, go back
don't waste your time running for governor of California. Don't waste our time. Don't waste your time. Don't waste the taxpayers' time. It's bad enough you done blew $2 billion. Go ahead, Sister Hesepsu.
And just to respond to that, politics, especially politics in 2025, is not set up to help Black people.
No,
it's not. No, it's not.
It's just not.
No, it is designed to countermand our progress. And then ask yourself this here, people. How do you think that those who died in the civil rights movement and the Black empowerment era would feel, or that they made the ultimate sacrifice, you see what I'm saying, for this garbage that's going on
Well, that's
now?
because they thought they was just doing it for our people, for FBA, for Foundation
Right.
of Black Freedmen. And they ended up doing it for all these other groups because they included minority in the language. Dr. Claude Anderson teaches this. Originally, it was supposed to be corrective action for what had happened during Jim Crow and Chattel antebellum slavery here in the United States.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And now it benefits NAMBLA. It benefits all these pedophile, demonic entities.
Yes, sir. And then let's don't forget about what's that raggedy place I grew up in, Brother Che? Los Angeles, Hollywood.
Yeah, Tinseltown.
You know?
Remember, the sister was saying that casting spells. And that music industry is something wicked. So Hollywood, I can imagine how wicked Hollywood is, especially seeing that the founder was a pedophile his damn self and racist, avid racist white supremacist.
D.W. Griffith, Birth of a Nation, and they got the world's largest municipal park named after that clown. You see what I'm saying? It's called
Griffith Park.
Mm-hmm. You see what I mean? And then the
on a side note, the Grand Canyon Park just turned 106.
Okay. And then and I think that some of you gentlemen were dropping knowledge, saying that it was a portal there to Kemet, and that they had the pyramids there. So if I get a chance, and keep in mind I'm old.
Yeah, because otherwise, Shabaka, how are they getting corn and cocaine over there?
Okay, who knows, man? Maybe your boy, what's his name, man? El Chapo or whatever, maybe that was his ancestors, man, pushing that crap. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
From C to Sonic D.
And then you and I do a comparison, Brother Chad, I think one night on Front Line Blacc News, where we looked at the height and the altitude of Kilimanjaro versus that of the Andes. And the Andes is like 21,000 feet in altitude. You know what I'm saying? And Kilimanjaro, I believe, is only 9,000 feet in altitude. And going up there in them Rocky Mountains of yours, I think I was at, 15,000 feet one winter. And I saw a waterfall frozen in place. A waterfall frozen in place. Man, I couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? So, but as I said, I still identify as a diasporic African or Cubanian or what have you. And then Mahatma Gandhi, who stated that poverty is the worst form of violence. I looked at his movie last night with Ben Kingsley, and then at the end when dude went and dumped on him and put 3 rounds in him from a 45, what does he say? Bless you. You know what I mean? Man, you just put 3 slugs in me, man, and I'm going to say, bless you? No. If I go out like that, I'm going to say some explicitives, you know what I'm saying? But keep in mind, now, get this, people, just to show you imperialism. Okay, the British, before they gave India its independence, they said, well, we control their salt, you see, so that there is very, very imperative that we do. And Gandhi said he's going to the sea to make salt. And Gandhi went and made salt at the sea. And he had stated, and keep in mind, it comes from the Indian Ocean. What continent is due west of India in the Indian Ocean?
The Alkebulan. Shabaka, I just got an update on Chés. They are getting ready to take her in for her completed procedure on her hernia. So keep her in your thoughts and prayers. She's going to be on the trach all day.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
Okay, yeah, most definitely. Okay, most
Yeah.
definitely. And there's nothing worse than being on your back. And as you know, Brother Che, I sent you a picture of me because night
Yeah,
before
I work.
last I was had
That's a
to.
exception. Shabaka and Lady Chet were in the ER at the same time.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And fortunately, it was in the middle of the night that I went because the
Oh,
doctor
shit, we got the
said,
MD in the building. MD, you want to come up and
oh,
chop it up?
hey, MD 2020, hey, what's up with you, MD?
Thank you.
And then I saw a Google card, people. I
Oh
saw a
Lord, not the
Google
Google car
card
again.
on Las Vegas Boulevard on my way to Chumley's. And man, I gave that fool distance far and wide. You know what I'm saying? And lights was flashing on and stuff like that. I said, oh, this thing is glitched. Let me get far away from it. You know what I'm saying? Because out here in this desert, people, your vehicle is your horse. You see what I'm saying? And then can you imagine all these whiteys coming out here? We're coming out here, man, spreading all this goodness and stuff like that to the indigenous people here who were the Paiutes, okay? And then Nevada became a state in 1864, right after the Civil War. So what had happened is that they had started coming out here west, contaminating the land, you know what I mean? Yeah, oh yeah, and the silver. You see what I mean?
And the silver rush
and whatnot.
That's not talked about enough. That's
oh yeah, because you all got yes, ma'am.
Go ahead, sister.
What I wanted to mention was that this year in 2025, what we have all experienced is besides a high inflation, is not just a decrease in jobs and whatnot, but a destroying of people's character, because these are hardworking people.
Yes.
And destroying of people, period. Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to practice another form of enslavement.
There's the link, MD. MD is about to join us, sister.
Yeah. Oh,
yes,
okay.
Sir. And so
cool.
what they're trying to do is they're trying to enforce another form of enslavement and take all the money that they can from us and get all the good workers who are trying so hard during this inflation period that Trump is doing nothing about, which he lied about because he said he would. And they are over in power and they are striving to be superior over us, which is the practice of enslavement. And so what I see is what our people, Dr. King talked about, Malcolm X talked about, Muhammad Ali years ago, that was going to happen today is happening now. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad wrote in all of his books. And we are just living in that day and time and experiencing it as well as we speak.
The MD's in the building. Grand Risings. Welcome to Grand Rising with Shabaka and the Chés, MD, in conjunction with the Front Line Blacc News. How you see today?
Man, he got the orange man up there. Now, MD, that's beautiful because that fool right there, hey, MD, it's all good, homie. Now, the dump, okay, is telling you of how he honestly feels, right? And I much rather deal with somebody telling you of how they honestly feel as opposed to somebody trying to sit up here and sell me a bill of goods. You know what I'm saying?
What did your profile say? Tariff did not work?
No, it say my tariff did that.
Oh, my tariff did that. You talking about the prices of everything. Yeah, they have not went down.
Hey, I wanted to come up and say, man, hey, who's participating in the economic blackout today?
Oh shit! That's every day. That's every day.
Hell, hey, I feel you. Hell, mess around with us, Negro. Hell, we ain't got no choice but to participate in it. We ain't got no money.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you need to take that shit to them crackers, Democrats. That's what the Democrats is promoting this blackout.
Yeah. I just wanted to come up and say that, man. I got it.
Oh, okay. Huh? Oh, that's all you wanted to contribute?
No, I was gonna say, I got mixed feelings on it because I do believe in the power of protest, and I think one of the most powerful examples of protest is your wallet. That's That's just a fact.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, hit them where it hurts, right in the wallet.
Yeah.
I was already not spending at Walmart and Target and whatever else. I get it out the mud. We FBA, we get it out the mud. We gonna make something out of nothing. We gonna get it.
I mean, I can understand that, but it's common knowledge, man. The you know, when it comes to budgeting and things that we need, more than likely we're gonna get it from Target and Walmart. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I hate both of them establishments, MD. I
get it, man. But the average man with a couple of dollars in his pocket may not have a choice but to go to Walmart or Target.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying.
See, that's the economical strangulation right there.
I do believe in boycotting. I do believe in that.
I do too.
Hey, hit them where it hurts, right in the pocketbook.
Boycott too. Like if you're not going to go to Walmart, if you're not going to go to Target, where are you going to go?
And that's the issue that we face. You know what I mean? We know that a lot of our neighborhoods.
Where are you going to go?
A lot of our neighborhoods are food deserts, and
you
know, we dealing with insecurities as far as our budgeting anyway.
Right.
So that's why I got mixed feelings about it.
Okay.
Also taking consideration the reasoning behind the boycott. I don't give a damn about no DEI.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like DEI ain't never benefited me. To me, it's not even a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know how I stand on the basis of race, Shabaka and Chés. Y'all know how I stand. I don't even believe the term black is even a real thing.
Yeah, but
so if you're gonna tell
the freeman though,
right, and if you're gonna tell me that you're doing these things based on this particular stance, it's a falsehood from the onset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the hell with DEI, I don't care.
Right.
But on the same
that ever happened, because it's gonna force us to trade with ourselves and build for ourselves, produce for ourselves.
Well, I disagree with that, Shabaka. The reason I disagree with it is because they never took into consideration the hundreds of thousands of Black Americans that work at these places.
Right.
We can't afford no damn boycott.
Too.
No. If they put a stranglehold on the establishments, which I agree with, again, everybody's sentiment is we agree financial protest is a good thing.
Yeah, but
it's got to be in accordance with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly.
And I don't think the people that work at Amazon, the people that work at Target, them people that work at Walmart even give a damn about what's going on, and they should.
No.
Yeah, they'll
because it holds no value.
Right.
Yes, sir.
But they will.
But they will. Yeah, and this is why I crumb bombed on that halftime show, MD, with Kendrick Lamar, and then old Buck Dancing Samuel L. Sambo Jackson and Mr. Jackson. I'm talking about you.
Uncle Sam to get our check, Shabaka.
Yeah.
Coming from
okay, but hold on. But the only movie that I really dug Samuel L. Jackson was A Time to Kill, where those crackers went and violated his baby, and he locked and loaded, and he took them out. He did right. And he got up there on the witness stand and he says, hey, yeah, they did this here to my child and I took them out and I hope they burn in hell.
Yep.
What any father would do to protect his children.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Poor little baby. You know what I mean? And what they did to her and all this old type of stuff, you know, and then also too, what was the flick, the Amistad of Sin Q. Okay. My question is that if we sold ourselves into slavery, why would the prince or the king sell his own son into slavery? You see, it don't add up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
so
there was another.
Hold on, Shabaka.
Yes,
are you saying that the feudal class in Africa didn't have anything to do with us coming over here? You don't think? You don't believe that?
Saying. Okay, just hear me out, MD. I need about 30 seconds, okay? First place is this, okay? We built nations. When we had warring amongst ourselves, the ones that lost were just simply incorporated into the nation, but their family unit was still intact. Okay, they didn't do the castrations and all that old type of crap like that ignorant ass Sarge who would come up there and tell me that crap, and we had to kick Sarge off of Shabaka's Black Experience so many times, man. It was pathetic. So they don't tell you about all those who had their loved ones going down there to Gory Island, okay, of where they was trying to free their loved ones. See, they don't tell you that. Why would the king sell his own son into slavery? See, the white man is full of lies, deceit, uncleanliness, filth. You see what I'm saying? He didn't believe in washing his funky, nasty ass because he thought it was a sin.
It was a sin by way of the Catholic Church to cleanse yourself.
Yes. And then our women.
And still to this day, y'all, in 2025, I see you, Sister Substitute. Still in 2025, they still don't wash their stinky, funky asses. They don't even wash their legs. Like, you got to wash your whole body, soap and water, hot preferably. And these mugs still to this day have not learned. Go ahead, Sister Substitute.
In our lesson book, which is entitled The Supreme Wisdom, we're taught two questions out of the student enrollment in there. The first question is, who is the original man? And the answer is the original man is an Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. And then the second question is, who is the colored man? The colored man is a Caucasian white man or Yakub's grafted devil, the skunk of the planet Earth. They stink because they do not wash themselves. The skunks. And also, the colored man. They are the colored man because we are the original color, but they are colored because they're white, and white is not an original color. The original color was black.
It's the
and color, if you look at the word human, it has hue in front of man.
Right.
Colored man.
That's right.
We are gods and goddesses. They are men and women.
Right. They take the
we gotta remember they don't know how to be civilized without us on this planet.
Right. Right.
Yeah, them is facts.
And not only to mention that, they take the E off, because like you said, it's human, meaning you gotta have a hue to be a human, and they change every hue. Like when they excited, they turn red. When they sick, they turn blue. When they die, they turn black.
Right. And then also too, but another fallacy, you're gonna love this one here, Sister Hatshepsut. I saw a video clip, out of West Africa, right? And just to go to show you the severity of colonialism and neo-colonialism. There was this black pastor, had this brother in a casket. They opened up the casket, and the black pastor goes up here and says some gibberish, and this Negro comes up here, and they talking about he brought him back to life. The fool wasn't dead. See, this is all game. This is why I appreciate New Era Detroit a few years ago when they went up there into the church, and they went up there and mugged the pastor. Hey, my great-grandma is up here, been going to this church and paying tithes, and you charging all these tithes, and you driving in Cadillacs and all of this. So they went up there and smashed the pastor, got in his pocket, went upside his dome. We broadcasted it on Facebook. What they tell me,
they just shut down the gas station out there. Shabaka, Detroit, they just shut down a gas station out there, racist ass. Probably Arab business owner was being racist community out there.
And to emphasize what Brother Chés is saying yesterday, man, once again, no offense to your faith, Sister Hatshepsut, okay? Do understand? I'm talking about the dude who tried to come up to me. Hey, my buddy, I got. And I'm sitting up here, man, and I'm looking at this fool, man, and I'm just saying, I really wish I was on the way back to smoking weed because I would have found this most amusing. I say, look, my man, check this out. This is Las Vegas, Nevada. You got pawn shops down there, and I went to go see Chumley yesterday, MD, man, at Pawn Stars. They wouldn't let me see Chumley, man. You know what I'm saying?
I tried to tell him to kick the bucket. It's his oldest son now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Chumley kicked the bucket.
Yeah, I don't watch porn stars, man. I don't know who these people are.
Oh, you don't watch
That's right.
porn stars?
No, man.
Neither do
All
I.
right. Well, anyway, they based here in Las Vegas, man. So I went there and saw them yesterday, man. And they told me to get out, man, because I had a $2 bill printed in 1976. Hey, man, bicentennial $2 bill. And they say, man, the only $2 bill we interested in, man, that we would buy it from me if it came from 1896 or whatever. Hey, man, can I do a live feed in here? Absolutely not. Got upset. I says, okay. All right, but that can't prevent me from walking down the sidewalk, taking pictures from across the street. You know, man,
I was a television crew in there. You might be on one of the new episodes.
Yeah. Well, I know one thing. They got my likeness up there. Guess what? They're gonna get lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't signed nothing in there. This is why I tell people when you go to Los Angeles and MD, you out of Frisco, right?
No, he's out of ATL.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, you out of Atlanta. Okay, so down there with Tyler Perry Studios. Okay, and I wish Mr. Perry success in it. Okay, but I really like when he plays positive, strong black roles like he did in the movie Alex Cross. You know what I'm saying?
He's a truck driver, so he's on them highways and byways.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Need the truckers. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get goods and services. And then MD, that might be something. Yes, ma'am.
Well, I was gonna say I'm gonna have to close out a few minutes early today, but I do have some comments. I wanted to make a couple of comments before I do close out.
Okay.
What you were saying, Brother Shabaka, about that one brother that was begging from you. The messenger said, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, no one likes a beggar, and even the beggar doesn't like a beggar. You know, if we're coming upon hard times, we need to learn how to do for self.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then I wanted to talk about something that he said in the message to the black man.
Oh, yeah, message to the black man.
Talked about the resurrection of our people. The old world must be removed to make way for the new world. There is a universal struggle being waged by the old world against the beginning of the new world. Will the old world's opposition prevent the establishment of the new world? According to recorded history, the efforts being made by the old world against the beginning of a new world will fail, as did former opponents of Allah. So I wanted to make that clear. So don't despair as I turn foolishness. Secondly, I want to talk about the fall of America real briefly, where it talks about let's see here. Now the end of the term which was set for the white man has come. The average so-called Negro, the lost found member of the black nation, does not know that this is the end of the world of the white man, his rule over the black nation. He will not listen to one of his own kind who tells or teaches him of the time and doom of the world that we have known white man's world. Okay? Now, I just want to make that clear, and then I have to leave early. I got some things I got to do before prayer service at 1. Okay. But I just want to say peace, love, and happiness. Thank you.
Yes, and condolences to you and your family.
Yeah, thank you. And I'll keep Sister Che in my prayers.
Thank
peace,
you.
love, and happiness.
Thank you, Sister Hissepsu. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you for joining us, man. Okay.
You're welcome.
All righty. Yes, ma'am. Okay, MD. Yeah. So therefore, man, as we got to build for ourselves, and also too, we got to educate ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Now, this isn't hatred. This is strictly economic. Now, Stinky Bird is a Boer. He's Dutch. He's not an African. You see what I'm saying? And then as Sister Miriam Makeba had stated in the early 1960s, she says, you know, we pass down our traditions orally. You see what I mean? And then, but when the white man came, you know, he had stated that you all did not exist until we discovered you, which is ridiculous. You see what I'm saying? You know, and then too, of course,
I got a
about
clip.
the Zulu.
I just found a clip, Shabaka, you might like. He's actually live.
All right.
Hold on, let me get to sharing my screen.
Okay. Hopefully they ain't throwing a monkey wrench in our works again, because MD, we go through hell, man, trying to do these shows, man. You know what I'm saying?
I went through hell trying to do a live yesterday at the hospital. Okay, so here's the clip. So the West won't like this, meaning the rape, enslaving pedophile won't like this. African nations are fighting back, Shabaka.
All right, that's a good thing.
So this sister's gonna give us an update.
Pushing back against the West, but people are not really paying attention to it. African countries are slowly but surely taking back control of their natural resources. And they're doing it in a way that doesn't involve protests or loud declarations, but through quiet, strategic policy changes that are shifting power away from the West. I'm Ife reporting from Nigeria's African Diaspora News Channel. Over the past few years, we've seen a growing trend where African nations are restricting or outrightly banning the export of raw minerals. And at first glance, okay, what's the big deal? But trust me, this is huge. Take Malawi, for example. They just froze all exports of gemstones and other minerals. No new export licenses are being issued, and existing contracts are under review. Why? Because they want to reform the system to ensure that the country, not foreign corporations, actually benefits from its own resources. And that makes a lot of sense. And Malawi is not alone in this. Tanzania, they banned the export of unrefined lithium. Now, if you don't know,
good.
It's a key component.
So it's not Tanzania, it's Tanzania.
Batteries, mobile phones, you name it. And the demand for lithium is skyrocketing globally. But instead of just shipping it off raw, Tanzania now requires mining companies to refine it within the country first. Now, Zimbabwe, same thing. They banned the export of raw bromine. So that's a key material for making stainless steel. And what's their goal? To keep more of the processing and refining in Zimbabwe to boost local industries and to create jobs.
Now,
so who's building that infrastructure for all this to happen?
Particularly lithium.
They're getting billions
and rare earth elements.
I can't hear you because the video's still going.
Hold on, I'll answer your question after the
Even Ghana and Botswana, they're getting in on this. Ghana banned raw lithium exports last year, and Botswana has completely transformed its diamond industry by ensuring that more of the processing actually happens locally instead of sending raw diamonds straight to Europe. So what's the bigger picture in all of this? You see, for decades, actually centuries, Africa has been exporting raw materials while other countries process them, they refine them, and then they make real money and sell it back to us. This system has been draining Africa's wealth and keeping the continent dependent on foreign industries for so long. But now, these governments are saying, no, enough is enough. Instead of just being suppliers of raw materials, they want to control the entire value chain, which is brilliant. They want to refine, manufacture, and produce finished goods within their own borders. They want more jobs for their people and a bigger slice of the profits. Of course, this is making some Western companies very uncomfortable because they've been benefiting from Africa's resources for next to nothing for a long time. But honestly, it's about time, right? This is the kind of economic shift that can change the future of the continent. And the best part, it's not coming from protests or external pressure. It's coming from within. Within Africa.
Exactly.
So what do you think about this? Do you think that these policies will actually work, or will there be pushback from big corporations? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this breakdown helpful, check out my...
I think both.
Okay, now...
But to answer MD, we got to answer MD's question. So MD had a question. What's your question, MD?
I said, who's building... By the way, yes, they should get rid of the West as far as extracting the resources. But who's building the infrastructure in places like Malawi and all that right now?
China.
Yeah, right. Yeah, good. Okay, China.
So we celebrate them kicking out the West just for them to go to the East. I don't get it.
Okay. All right. On that end,
We celebrate because if we're going to have a possibility of Pan-Africanism, it has to happen on the continent first. It can't be us over here in the West.
I understand that. That's cool, great. But I'm trying to figure out like what are we celebrating in terms of the resources being extracted? All that other stuff, I ain't even considering that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now I see what you're saying on that there, MD. So now what we got to do is turn the shift.
Is Yang in the
okay,
building?
and
not only that,
welcome.
Not only that, Shabaka.
But we got to kick the Chinese out too, though.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I'm telling you that right now.
Okay.
What up, cousin?
As a matter of fact, Shabaka. As a matter of fact, China is gonna have more of a stake than the Western part of the world is gonna have, because they actually building infrastructure there. As it pertains to the West, was using independent companies to do it. Now the whole damn country of China doing it all on its own. So they got even more of a stake. Not only that, in the east and the south of Africa, in the west of Africa, Russia doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, now I see your reasoning. Okay, I see your reasoning on that, MD. But however, if we dig within ourselves, you see what I'm saying? And I might not, and I won't get there with you, just like the law of power physics.
You gonna get there with us. Stop talking like
that. But we got to have the power shift. Okay, now if anybody who studied any type of martial arts or judo, man, you got to know how to shift the weight, and it's possible. See, this is why they want to keep us ignorant, like with this rap shit. Negroes going around here showing a crack of that, man, I'm a G, man, and all this, man, killing nigga, shit, nigga, and all that. But that same Negro that you shooting, the same one that you're advocating, going against, these crackers, the Chinese, the Russians, the dumpsters, sit back and they all laugh at us. You see what I'm saying? And then just like this dude, Gandhi, who stated that poverty is the worst form of violence. But Gandhi, when he was doing his thing in Azania, because I refused to call it South Africa, it's Azania, he was only speaking to people for India. And I wish MLK was here, because him and I would have a conversation with that.
So we have to dig. Our guests. We got Yang in the building. What's cracking, cuz?
Hey, what's going on with you there, brother Yang? Drop knowledge. So I hope that answers your question there, MD.
Yeah.
I mean, Shabaka, I gotta be honest, not really, it didn't, because again, you're talking about, using the art of judo, the momentum against them. I would argue that China and Russia are the one being Steven Seagal and using the momentum of the or I would say the loss as it pertains to influence from the Western nation. They used it and threw the Western nations out the way, and now they got the most influence in Africa. So, but it don't change what's going on in Africa as it pertains to the raping of the resources at all.
Yes, sir. I understand that. So what we have to do. So what we have to do is we have to do a power shift. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, it's not going to happen overnight. Your reasoning is very, very sound. You see what I'm saying? But we have to
let Yang go.
Thank you for joining us, man. Man, I'm still humiliated from yesterday, Yanga, that I talked to you about with Chumley. Yeah, MD, you gonna get a laugh out of that one too, So how you be, brother?
I'm good. I didn't want to say anything. I was just echoing MD's sentiment about, it doesn't, change the revenue. It just means somebody's using Vaseline. But I totally agree with what he's saying about the influence and the power shift.
Yes, sir.
With China and Russia over there, in Africa, the influence in Africa. But I didn't want the spotlight. I was just amening.
Oh, okay. I could just hear your mic.
Okay.
I thought you had something to say.
Okay. Okay. So
on that point, I'll say this, right? If we go back to our side of the Atlantic and all the stuff that Trump is doing right now, it's a thing called soft power. Soft power is influence. That's what it means.
Right.
The cutting of the USAID funding in Africa.
Right.
That's losing influence.
Yeah.
The cutting of humanitarian aid to places like Gaza, the cutting of weapons and armaments to Ukraine, that's losing influence. We don't do this stuff just because we want to be nice and help people. We don't do that. This is America.
Okay,
no. We do this because we want to garner as much influence as we possibly can in order to get trade deals, resource development, so on and so forth.
Right.
That's why we do this stuff. When you take that stuff away, the people that were being helped, like, hold on, what the hell is going on? And then who comes swoop in? Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin. Don't worry about them crackers in America. We got you. Thank you, Mr. Other white man in Russia. We'll take what you got. Exactly. Oh, you even gonna build the refineries here in Africa? Cool. The Americans didn't even do that. Thank you, Mr. Other white man, Mr. Byzantine. Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's all about soft power. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. Again, I'm a capitalist at the end. Y'all know me.
Yeah.
But I also understand the geopolitical structure of it all.
Right.
Right.
So that's all I had wanted to say.
Okay, so you're basically saying
it's
that
all good, man. Hey, man.
Not one is better than the other. So the European is no better than the Asian, and the
well, they're like Repubs and Democrats. They're two sides of the same coin.
You know what you have to love about MD. What I've always loved about MD is like MD is that he'll let you know his political beliefs, his leanings, but he's so practical. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll sit there, he's gonna spit the facts, and it's up to you to decipher if it's good or bad. It's whatever side I think of the coin that you fall on. I do think there again, me, like he's a capitalist. I go into my whole thing. What are we gonna do as black people? Yada yada yada. You've heard the spiel before,
right?
Yes. It's like with this, it speaks. I'm gonna point out the deficiency. It speaks volumes to our lack of, like he says, geopolitical awareness and involvement. Right. Because whatever, we are attached to the West. We are the foundation. Yeah. We are it. And we too long have we went without really understanding that muscle and the need to flex that muscle. So we're gonna suffer. We're gonna suffer. I think the whole thing is how do we address it? And how do we begin to inoculate ourselves as much as possible from the blowback from like what you're talking about, MD, the lack of losing our global influence, also coming off in a lot of instances as a bully. I mean, that whole Ukraine thing is some real bully shit. Yeah, we get the rights to your minerals and stuff. We're not gonna guarantee that Russia can't invade. We're gonna give no security promises. Yeah, you started the shit. I mean, it's some funny stuff going on, but us as black people, it is and isn't our concern at the same time. How do we begin? What will it affect in our community directly and indirectly? And what do you think, MD, are ways that we can begin to inoculate ourselves? How does all of these things, these global affairs speak to us, which are very real?
All right, now, if I may say here, okay, and then I'm going to yield to MD after I said this. Okay, King Shaka of Azania. Yeah. When the white man came down there, right? And there was a mini TV series they did in the 1980s, Yankee. You might remember that because it sounds like you and I are from the same generation. But there was one part.
You're like 10 years a senior.
Okay, all right.
But thank you for the compliment. I appreciate the compliment.
Okay, now King Shock had asked that white man Pharaoh this. He says, "What is it?" And they took this out of the movie when they showed it in the U.S. By the way, he says, "White man, you came here and you talking about having English, Zulu, or are you here to have English, and no Zulu?" You see what I mean? because the white man came down there with his bullshit. Well, we got all access to the ivory, which is the tusk. We got all access to the minerals, which is the gold, the diamond. So quite naturally, of course, you see what I'm saying, is that the white man was there to make it English, English, English. So what had happened was the reason why Shaka got killed is because he committed treason by allowing himself to be deceived. And like Shaka had told the white man at the end of the movie, he says, white man, how do you trap a monkey? And he says, oh, well, you make a gourd, you put something shiny in there, or you put a piece of fruit. And his greed will have him grab the shiny object or the fruit, and he will not unleash his hand to get his hand out the gourd. Okay. So Shaka says, oh, so this is the same bullshit that you came to me about the promise of youth. This is after his mother Nandi died, who was one of the greatest queen mothers of the African continent. The queen mother has juice. You see what I mean? Yeah. So therefore, when his mother died, the white man had came up there when they had first met him, is that he put this dye in his hair to get rid of his gray hair, right? Yeah. So his main man, his chief of staff, his general, I forgot the name, he says, well, Shaka, if the white man offers you wings in the sky, then you will become the victim, because the leopard's place is on the ground, is his analogy of what they're using from African spirituality. And Shaka had saw that, and then his aunt, his father's sister, who became the queen mother after Nandi died, you know, had ordered his execution. Okay, it's because he committed treason, because he opened up the empire to this disease of these funky, nasty, orange, stinking, non-bathing disease and white folk.
Shabaka, that goes to MD's point about the feudalism.
Okay.
Well, but again, I still stand on the principle that, you know, that there were means to let in the factors of feudalism and colonialism. Going to Shabaka's point with the Zulus, the Dutch were initially only there as being a waypoint in Cape Town for a shipping route. They
going into yes, sir, going into India.
But who let them inland? The Zulus.
Okay, hold on a second.
And then the white man say, "Oh shit, they got diamonds and all type of stuff, man. But we in there, we in there."
Okay, but keep in mind. Okay, now keep in mind, as you do know, man, the term Kaffir is used disparagingly as the word nigger is in the United States, right? When Gandhi did his thing in South Africa, okay, before he went to India, he wasn't worried about the Kaffirs. He was only talking about the Indians with his protest of nonviolence and what have you. Then Gandhi states that poverty is the worst form of violence, but he was only worried about the people in India because they have that damn caste system over there. And then, of course, as you know, MD being in the West, you got a lot of them Indian people owning them liquor stores and shit like that, like where the Arabs had left off. And they warlike, because I went up against a couple of them, man, and you will be in for a fight. They are very, very warlike. Just like this motherfucker comes up to me yesterday. Hey, my buddy, I'm from Dubai. I got this thing gold for sale. Selling hooks, man. You know what I'm saying? We all know what hook jewelry is.
Yeah.
You know, and I told the damn boy, I said, look, man, take your ass down there to Chumley's, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what made me go down there to Chumley's when I looked at this hook ass motherfucker.
Was probably the same one that tried to finesse me a few years back.
Yeah, and this motherfucker, man, in a nice car, nice clothes, got his sons with him or whatever, some thugs with him. So I had my blades at the ready in case they decide to do the bum rush.
It's the same one then, Shabaka, because they was babies the last time I seen them.
Yeah, right. And then here's one for you. When I was in Panther Town, there was this woman and a child standing out there. Oh, I need money. But her husband had parked his car in front of me, nice car, sends his old lady out there with that bullshit, and he's standing there monitoring all that. And this old raggedy ass, Becky ass white woman had told her that you are full of shit. And in this state here, that there's child endangerment, and damn CPS will come out there and will take that child. And only Lord knows what happens to those babies in foster care. Right. You see what I mean? Now, Keep in mind that Karl Marx, who wrote this shit about socialism, do you know that this racist bastard man had the audacity to say that black people lack the intellectual capacity to understand that? Now, understand capitalism is the law of the land. You know, I went out there and ran businesses, made money, lost money, all this old type of shit, you know, so I can understand that of where MD is coming from. And this is why we got to build up our own goddamn infrastructures, you see what I'm saying, and do for self, and fuck these other groups. That don't mean it's no goddamn good.
But in the meantime,
my head is taking over.
I'm sorry. Up our resources.
No, that too. Yeah, yes, brother Chés. Yes. Why do you think they burned down Black Wall Street? I went to Black Wall Street. Why? Because we was making money. We was becoming self-sufficient. Why they didn't like that? So what was the lie? Once again, why they burned down Black Wall Street, just like the lie in Mandingo. Here comes Becky. Yeah, here comes Becky.
To answer Yanga point, you know, and they go back, they go to the conversation that Shabaka talking about. Me personally, at this point in time, I think it's too late. That's just a fact. I think ain't nothing you can do.
Well, I still got the faith. I still got the faith, and I'm gonna tell you why.
How is it possible? How is it possible to build it? What are we gonna build an infrastructure on? That would be my question first.
Infrastructure on justice.
What are we gonna build an infrastructure on?
That's what we're gonna build it on.
No, I don't mean figuratively. I'm talking about literal.
No, I'm talking about.
What are we gonna build an infrastructure on?
I'm talking literally. Okay, so you got 4 factors of production: land, labor, capital, and risk management or entrepreneurial shit. Right?
You just snapped in, Shabaka, because I agree 100% with what you just said. Now put that.
I was a business major. Is
that even possible?
Yes, sir. Okay, well, see, with this bullshit that's coming out of Hollywood, man, that keeps us all divided amongst ourselves, you see what I'm saying? Makes it makes the incline steeper at a 70-degree incline, which is damn near called crawling up a straight wall. Okay, if I got my geometry right on that day, MD. Yeah, say now if we invest and reinvest in ourselves, but what's the first thing that the white man sends on you, man, to get you compromised? He sends Becky. No, he sends Becky. 6 o'clock, Barbie doll shaped bimbo with blonde hair sends Becky. But then at the same token, that white raping, slave trading pedophile wants to take your African queen, violate her. You see what I'm saying? Saying that this is the natural order of things.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? And then keep in mind is that Becky hates the black woman because see, Becky don't have the attributes of the black woman. A sister told me that the black woman is God. She says, when you see a sister naked, what's the first thing that comes to our minds, gentlemen? Oh, God. Exactly. Say, now, does that make sense to you, MD, man? And let me know, man, because I ain't the most brilliant motherfucker there is, man.
Well, I don't get into social distractions, man. You know, any type of social talk when it comes to stuff like that is a distraction to me. Like, so in that instance, if somebody got a white girlfriend or a white wife, I supposed to look weary-eyed as it pertains to the topic that we talk. I don't do that, Shabaka. You know I don't do that. What I'm saying is, we talking about toes on the sand. What are we gonna build the infrastructure? That's all I want to know.
Okay, what we're gonna build the infrastructure?
That's all I want to know.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on.
We gotta start.
Okay, the science, the technology, the engineering, and the mathematics. That we need there. Number 1. 2 is we got to stop the infighting amongst ourselves, is because our unity is their greatest threat, and this is why they come to you with the distractions. Look at that raggedy ass place called Hollywood. You see what I'm saying? Coming up there to you with all kind of distractions and shit like that. The Wizard of Oz, the Wiz, you know what I'm saying? The super nigga movies you had in the 1970s, Jim Brown, Fred Williamson destroying each other. Yeah, say just like Cicely Tyson has stated in her book, and I admire Cicely Tyson. Cicely Tyson said
speaking of the Wiz, Shabaka, how we gonna ease on down the road and get the hell win this game? You got to get out
because ultimately that's what we're talking about here. That's what we're talking about. And again, this goes back to my point.
Control
even
our
when it comes to
means
capitalism,
of production and distribution. You see what I'm saying? We got to put an end to these outside forces. I mean, man, y'all ought to look at this fucking hate mail I get from these crackers on my Facebook page.
But we live in America. Show me what the...
Go ahead.
Shabaka, what I'm saying, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. But in America, in the age of crony capitalism, because this ain't real capitalism, it's crony capitalism.
Yeah.
In this age, how we know things are affected as it pertains to hedge fund management, venture capital. Show me that with all black people is what I'm telling you. I agree with everything you just said.
That's like finding a think tank. Show me.
Yeah, that's your first thing.
Right. Also, you're gonna have to show me how is it going to individually benefit all black folks as it pertains to profit? Because that's what this is. In the game of capitalism, it's about profit.
It's profit, right. You make an investment.
Out capitalize the capitalists.
Okay.
I don't disagree with that.
Okay, now hold on. Now,
hey, listen, gentlemen, I'm about to bow out gracefully and catch back up with you guys.
Okay, thank you.
All right, yeah, I need to have a discussion with you, Unc, man, because I'm about to get into it now with them. The whole communalism thing, it's done pop back up on the scene sporadically.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, and I'm gonna let you go after this. You know, you can ponder on it afterwards. I'm telling you, from a foundation of the reason why we here as Americans, was based on
I'm a diasporic African, sir.
And on top of that,
but on paper, you're foundational.
I don't give a fuck what I am on paper, man, because every goddamn time I get stopped by the Los Angeles Police Department, the suspect is described as a male Negro.
Shabaka. Hold on 1 second. Let MD finish because I want to be able to hear what he's saying.
So again, like I said, it is my belief that the very foundation of why we're here in this country, like I said, I embrace it. I'm wholeheartedly American.
Yeah, I mean, I've been coming around to embracing it myself.
Right. So, but I'm telling you that the reason that we are here primarily was based on the fact that we were communalistic in Africa, and I can prove it. I done throughout the whole time that I ain't talked to you, and you came up with this grand word of communalism. I've been studying it.
Yeah.
So what I'm telling you is, even in this aspect of how we view economics here in this country, you can't have a communalistic approach as it pertains to economics because it won't never work because resources run out.
Yeah.
I
go ahead.
Off the top of my head, and I'd have to research, it's a brilliant discussion. I'd have to disagree. I think that, you're looking at primitive communalism. I think that we have to factor in the evolution, the exposure to the also the experience of being in capitalist America. I think we see an aspect of evolution of communism in China. I forget what they call it. It's really a bullshit experiment with a socialist capitalist type of concept. China is one of the people who pioneered this concept. I'm going to have that when we discuss again. I'm going to have that concept. I think that we can exercise something similar. We do understand that
that's shocking to hear that from you, Yang. That's shocking.
Yeah.
You know why it's shocking? Because I would argue what's going on in China, their capitalist system is more feudalistic than ours.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. Here's what I'm saying. What their experience. I don't know the kind how it's. I'm definitely not advocating a feudal system, and I'm not advocating experimenting with capitalism. What I'm saying is communalism has to evolve. And if you're living in a capitalist society or a society that's dominated with by capitalist, not just tendencies, but enforced with the real capitalist structure, and like I said, I'm flying off the top of my head here. Yeah. Then our communalism has to be able to adapt to withstand the pressures of that, not primitive communalism. You see what I'm saying? Without yielding to being communalist. It's not about reforming capitalism, but evolving communalism to withstand the pressures of capitalism, because capitalism is crumbling. Shit, look at it. Yeah, it's crumbling right before our eyes. You know what I'm saying?
My last question would be, though, Yang, and I'm going to let you go after this. I get what you're saying. Where are the resources going to come? Because again, communalism, it can't be a factor of just an enclave, a Negro in spotted around the country. We agree with that.
Right. We agree with it. Communalism doesn't just start social, culturally, social, politically. It starts ideologically. And that comes from all the way reassessing your relationship to material. You know what I'm saying? The resources are here and there's enough, but you can't practice communalism with capitalist intentions for receiving or production. You know what I'm saying? That's not communalism. Your whole relationship to material, to tangible goods, to material phenomena has to change. That's the only way communalism works. Now with evolved communalism, what you talking about? Yes, in Africa, that's how they got us. Evolved communalism says now we know he devil. Now we know he's a devil. See, we have to factor in the fact that in Africa, we weren't one people. I was Zulu. He was what he was. He was what he was. We didn't become black till they became white.
Yeah.
We didn't have
it started before that, though, Yanga. It started before that.
But I'm saying the need
historically factual.
Okay, we can be historically factual, but I'm talking about right now, just since we're talking generally, and I'll bring the facts once we get to the base of what we're discussing, but generally, spiritually, you know what I'm saying? We were more connected with our tribe and our nation. We wasn't all like we are in America now, this big blending pot of melanated people, black, still struggling for an identity. You know what I'm saying? You were distinctly what you were. And so war is here, this, that. So we didn't have this Pan-Africanist understanding that we have now. So with communalism plus the Pan-Africanist understanding, fused in with our very strong nationalist belief, politically, economically, that fuels the communalism, I think that evolved communalism does stand a chance in the eroding, crumbling times of imperialism. Shit, the world imperialists are shaking globally. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they're trying to and the oligarchy is trying to reestablish itself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or to establish itself in the crumbling times. Well, you know what I'm saying? We have to take advantage.
The oligarchy is running the country right now.
Yeah, exactly. So in the shift, in the destabilized times, that's what the question has to be had. You know what I'm saying? Do we ally ourselves with one side or another? Like MD's raised some good points. Do we still fuel and be cogs of the machine of capitalism on a global economic, political, ideological scale? In America, what does that mean? Because I don't think anybody on here is disagreeing that we're American, but it doesn't mean there's two Americas. There's a landmass of America, three Americas. There's landmass America, there's white America, there's black America. I don't care how we try to argue that, fix that in, masquerade that. The fact that we had to find a place of inclusion in the system of America, on the landmass of America, speaks to the divide of America. Now we have to ask ourselves, are we going to mend that? Are we going to be a part of this vehicle called America? Or are we going to exacerbate the divide, take advantage of it, and do what it do? I don't know.
I think the latter.
I think they're great.
We're going to do the latter.
There you go. So I think great discussions can be had from this. I think Kendrick Lamar, it's amazing. An entertainer really set the tone. Yeah, it's not amazing. It doesn't, but he set the tone and set the tempo for deep ass conversations. He made a statement and raised the question.
Mm-hmm. Okay, if I may interject on that there, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
On your gentleman's wisdom.
No, sir, I'm finished. Thank you. Thank you, Shabaka.
Okay, all right. Now, if you recall the owner of the Washington Commanders, right? Who got up there and made that statement saying if these niggas don't like the way how we do things in the NFL, they should go ahead and form their own fucking leagues, is what he said. And you know what? And you're going to love this, Andy. I agree with that bastard. You know why? It's because the talent level that we have, the whole fucking world comes to see us, to see the black athlete. Look at Muhammad Ali.
They come to see FBA. They don't just come to see us, meaning black people globally.
Right.
They come to see FBA.
Right.
I'm talking about the talent level that we have in football, boxing, and all that. We should be controlling those goddamn industries, okay?
Yeah.
And then the generations after them, like Mike Tyson said, when Mike said that his son had came up to him and said, Dad, I want to be like you, man. I want to be the heavyweight champion. Mike said, no, you don't. He said, my job as your father, I took them blows in that ring so you wouldn't have to do this shit.
Yeah.
Understand? So that there is a black man looking out the interest for his child by any means necessary. Why the hell you think they want to take the black male about the household? See?
Yeah.
When you had the great migration out of the South, like what my people participated in from Alabama to Chicago. Yeah. Okay. So what had happened is, well, you know, we mighty white as we don't allow niggers into the auto workers union. We don't allow niggers into the painting unions, the plumbing unions, the water fixers unions, because you had to be a member of a damn union to get the fucking job. They'll say, right goddamn there is when we should have started building our own fucking industry. Look what John H. Johnson did with Ebony Magazine.
Yeah, yeah.
Understand?
Again, that was during the time of cohesiveness. That was during the time of segregation.
That is the key word right there, Brother Che, that we do not have is no cohesiveness. A nigga go out here.
Uh-oh, you went mute, Shabaka. We lost you. Uh-oh. We lost Yanga. Thank you for joining us, Yanga. MD, are you still with me? We lost Shabaka. Can't hear him.
Yeah, I'm here.
Shabaka, you might have to go out and come back in. We can't hear you. I see your mic's unmuted, but we can't hear you.
Yeah, because I'm about to get ready to get off too, because I'm about to stop here in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I just like I said, man, these are good conversations that need to be had. Stuff like this, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Yanga, man. One day we gonna do that battle. One day. I've been waiting a long time to talk about that very subject.
Yeah.
One of these days, you know, we gonna me and him gonna get in the ring and we gonna spar out. Because again, you know, even though I believe in that ideology of capitalism, I'm not so far away from looking at community action. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Shabaka went out. As far as community action, so yeah, it's a good conversation to be had.
Yeah, they throwing monkey wrenches in our works, gentlemen. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's definitely a conversation that needs to be had, MD.
Okay, say that again, MD. I was off for a minute.
I had to sign again. Yeah, I don't know if Shabaka muted or not.
No, he's unmuted now.
But yeah, man, hey, if y'all on tonight, I'm gonna jump back on. If y'all do a Shabaka Black Experience tonight, I don't know if y'all
gonna
do one or not.
You going to Thought Box tonight?
Nah, man, I was supposed to do it last night, but I worked late.
Okay.
So you know they pulled a fast one on me last night. Yeah, they pulled a fast one on me, man. Had me working.
You see,
had me working overtime.
Like
you're 2 hours ahead of us, right? Or you're 2 hours ahead of me. You're 3 hours ahead of us.
Oh yeah. I'm on.
Where you at, MD? You on the East Coast, MD?
I'm back in Georgia. No, I'm back in Georgia right now. I was in Central Florida last night.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you back up there in the ATL, and man, and I went through Florida in the ATL.
Yeah, you know, I don't go that far no more, man.
That's
I don't go that far no more, man. I stay in the South.
Okay.
And now one thing I must say, MD, not disrespecting the South, man. I went down there, man, because for years people has been challenging me. Well, Shabaka, when are you gonna take your ass into the South from the West Coast, brother? I went through Louisiana, Mississippi, Florida, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? I will never go into the South again, man, because I felt the suffering. I heard the screams, man. I heard the screams of my ancestors as they slaved there in Alabama, man. I cannot do it no more. So I don't know if it's
man, Shabaka, you know what, man? You know what, Elder man? I think that's the reason why you should come.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Didn't you tell me that in the chat room, man? Yeah, because there was a brother, man, who said, yeah. So that was you who said, come down here, man, and get some of that soul food.
Yes. Okay, no, that was Twin. That was twins.
Oh, okay, man. But when I saw them lovely sisters there with them jugs, man, and oh God, they were so damn beautiful, you know.
Them big bone
and
sisters
one
out
sister
there.
even said that the black woman is God, because and I had to tell her, sister, you was right. And what's the first thing you said when you see a good looking sister, man? You know what I'm saying? Nice thick lips, man. You know that hair, man. Gentlemen, you know what I'm talking about.
Like I said, I'm about to get ready to stop.
Oh, yeah, you about to drop a load. Go ahead.
To your point, Shabaka, and you know, I joked with Che about this when we were having this conversation.
Yeah.
Back with Sunblock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when it come to like black culture, the culture follow you. It don't matter where you go, whether you live on the West Coast, East Coast, Midway, it don't matter.
Right.
Right.
But it's a different thing when that culture just surrounds you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is in the South.
Yeah, that's
everywhere you go, you see your culture.
Uh-huh.
That's just what it is. Like I said, I told until I came to New York as a late teenager, I ain't never seen no Puerto Rican before. I ain't know what the hell no Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Stuff like that. All it was niggas and crackers.
Crackers. Yeah.
That was it.
And keep in mind that Puerto Rico, man, San Juan, Puerto Rico was a great slave port from the Spaniards. That it was.
They're not black like AOC. They have African blood, Shabaka, but they're not black.
Yeah. I mean, like, chances are that ain't what you're gonna see anyway.
Right. You're
gonna see the traditional Puerto Rican, mommy, Boricua, all that stuff. All right, you know what I'm saying? So from that sense, I got you. from that standpoint, I think on a political level, we do need to figure something out as it pertains to all the ones that are in the hells of America, to at least come back and experience what the culture looks like when you turn around 360 degrees and that's all you see. You know what I'm saying?
MD. Okay, with me being in my twilight years, man, I like to get some contact information on.
You like Moses, man. You know you're gonna lead us to the promised land, but you ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
Exactly. You you know what I'm saying? You know, just off the law of biophysics. But let me say this right here. Applying an Asian concept with me, and Brother Che knows where I'm going with this here. In any given situation, take what is useful, leave what is useless. Because hell, I ain't the most brilliant motherfucker out there, man. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't the dumbest either. You see, but what I do is that I relate down, pass on down to the generations, you know, after me of what I've lived through. You know what I'm saying? And take what is useful, leave what is useless. Like after 100 years after I'm dead, yeah, man, that old Shabaka San Corey motherfucker back there. What year is this? 2025? Like 2085. Well, you know, this nigga was crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but I see he was right about that. But he was crazy the motherfucker on this one right here. So you know what I'm saying? I ain't the most brilliant motherfucker. I got some education, and I do know the word education. But indeed, have you ever visited the Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma?
I mean, I haven't visited the actual place. Of course, I done been to Tulsa several times, but I ain't never been to the actual Brentwood community. No.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Of Greenwood Archer and Pine, the Gap Band.
That's my point, though, Shabaka. No, I haven't been to Black Wall Street, but I have been to New Black Wall Street in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. We got the ability, no doubt, to Yanga's point. We got the ability to, at the very least, structure ourselves under what they call like cottage industry. Do I believe that we to a point where we can like be a mega power? No. But at the very least, we have the structure enough to build cottage industries in our communities and root them in our culture. I think that's the first step before we can do anything else. You know what I'm saying? We at least got to do that. At the same time, we got to understand the dynamics of the system in which we live in. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's all I want to say. But I got to go, y'all. I'm about to get ready to get some fuel. I'm gonna be listening in. If y'all be on tonight, I'll be home then. So If y'all come on tonight with Front Line Blacc News, I'll jump on.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for joining us.
All right. Peace, y'all.
Peace.
All right. Peace, y'all. And get well soon, Lady Chés.
Thank you. I'll let her know.
Okay. All righty. Okay. So what we ready to do is wrap it up now, Brother PARRIS.
Yeah, we can, Shabaka, because
Yeah, because you got a lot to do and I got a lot to do. Okay, so therefore, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on our Friday edition of Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced via StreamYard. Okay, Blog Talk, folded. So we need donations, people. Hey, send it to Brother PARRIS, you know what I'm saying? And what we'll do is for your donation, we're going to tell you exactly what we're doing with your money.
Right.
We'll give you a receipt for
me as well.
Okay. Okay. All right, because we're taking on a lot of water, you know what I'm saying? We out of resources, you know what I'm saying? So we need some support, you know what I mean? And this is Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced, and we deal with the Black experience from the beginning of time to 10 minutes ago. So I'm signing off from Sin City, okay, out here, Las Vegas, Nevada, what have you, and it's getting warm. Out here, so I love the sun.
All right,
I can't take
do you want to do a special edition tonight?
Yes, sir. And keep me posted. You know what I mean. And so we can get it out of there, and then people should be off, man.
I know there's several new Black media people that's going live. So, what time did you want to go live? Like 6 o'clock your time, 7 o'clock your time?
Okay, let's make it 7 o'clock my time.
So that'd be 8 o'clock my time. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm moving kind of slow, man, with these injuries and what have you. You saw me up there in the hospital bed, man. I was
I might still be at the hospital at that time. Let me see.
Okay.
Unless I leave early, I'll probably leave early.
Okay.
Here.
Okay, so just keep me posted, Brother Chés, so we can get our advertisement out there. You know what I'm saying? And I think my Stinky Bird account is open. You know what I mean? So if you got the URL code numbers up there, I'll try to post it up there as well too. And then what I want to do is get some Mighty Whiteys up on here, man, so we can go back and forth with them. You know what I'm saying? So they can state how they honestly feel.
We got to get Joe Gibson. I think I blocked this punk ass.
Okay, all righty. Okay, we'll try to dig that bastard up.
We got to track down damn Sarge.
Yeah, with his bogus email ass. Yeah, Sarge, I'm talking about you. Okay? No good, crook. Yeah, man, I wouldn't exist, man. It wasn't for the white raping, slave trading, pedophile. Oh, Sarge. But however, man, that's your business. That's your viewpoint. You know what I'm saying? And whatnot, Okay, so I gotta get out here, Brother Chés. I gotta do some ripping and running in the streets and what have you. And then also too, we gotta get Jab Jamboree, man. Is because I want to put together a show on boxing.
Well,
okay.
Underrated Darkness is already putting that show together. I'm just waiting on him to let me know when he's gonna do the show and drop the link, and then we can go from there.
Okay, all righty, okay, and then we get Jab Jamboree, and then this is a high-profile person that I'm bringing on, and so we wanted to be all spit and polish, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And then
let's say,
okay, so this is going to conclude season 10, episode 8 of Grand Rising with Shabaka and the Chés, in conjunction with the Front Line Blacc News. We were discussing these crazy political times under the new dump, aka Trump regime, and we will continue to bomb on Elon Musk, aka the Musty Man, the Stinky Man.
Yes, sir. And then also too, Brother Chés, you said that this here was, this is episode what of season 10?
This is episode 8.
Okay. Which season? 10, right?
Yeah.
All right, okay, got it noted. Okay, because I'm gonna try to organize these notes, man. I'm doing all kind of shit here, Brother Chés.
Yeah.
And I'll give you a call, man, later on after you see Lady Chés, and then give her my regards. Hope that she has a speedy and recovery. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna make it happen, Captain. You know what I'm saying? And then if I fall, man, just keep the battle going on. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. I'm gonna hold it down, Shabaka. I got the flame and I got the baton, and I'm running
Yes,
with it.
sir.
And I'm keep it lit.
Yes, sir. Okay. All righty. Okay. So we appreciate, all our supporters. Hey, we appreciate our contributors. We appreciate our haters. And we also appreciate our slaters. Why? For you haters and slaters, when you all come up there with your crap, that means that we are getting somewhere.
Yeah,
all right. I'm signing off from Sin City. Come on, 7-Eleven. Clack, clack.
Gotta get a new pair of shoes. All right, y'all.
There you go.
Everybody that tapped in. Shout out to the MD for joining us. Shout out to Yanga.
Absolutely.
Shout out to
Absolutely.
Twin and Mac 285 and anybody that's gonna listen to the playback. We appreciate you as well. So peace, love, light, reparations, and separations, and Black empowerment. Chés Inconjunction and Lady Chés in spirit, because she's in the hospital right now. Keep her in your thoughts and prayers. Signing out to the mile high income and illegal migrant flood the city in a sundown.
And later for them buckets.
Later for them fakers. Y'all ain't going
Lakers, Lakers. Also, too, we got Golden State as well, too. I'm torn between Golden State and the Lakers.
Warriors don't come out and play.
Warriors come out to play. All right, I'll talk to you later, man.
Peace.
All right, take care.
Sundown town known as Aurora, Colorado.
Well, Marshall, this town ain't big enough for the both of us. Well,
and join us tomorrow for Front Line Blacc News as well. Oh, so we're gonna be doing a special edition tonight. So join us later on today, tonight.
And then the quote Clint Eastwood and the quote Clint Eastwood and outlaw Josie Wales. Well, dying ain't much of a living, boy. Well, I had to come back. I know. And he got kicked off the planet, man. That shit's crazy, man. Hollywood and this bullshit. Making westerns turning out to be comedies. You know what I'm saying?
All right, y'all. Join us later. A special edition.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. I'm out. Okay.